Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio. Today I am playing in my Dylusions journal again. I'm trying to use up some of these paints in the jars. And I do something here that you really shouldn't do. Mix paint on your paper. What you didn't see is me try to use one of the other colors, more of a purpley pink color, and it was hard as rock. So I tossed it out and I put those two together and thought I could just mix it on there and it would look nice. Not so much. It works out eventually. They all work out eventually in the end. I haven't figured out how. Persistence, maybe. Persistence is key. Just keep going and, don't be too worried about what's going to happen and just keep going and you'll have success. As you can see, there's way too much paint because I had to add a lot of white to make that a decent color. And now it's like a pretty dark purple color. I would tell you what those colors are, but I think I threw the blue one away. I think I've used all of it now, and I think that was London blue and probably cherry. Not 100% on that. Anyway, so I've done something similar to this. What I'm going to do is going to take multiple pages and create sort of one story with it. So I decided, since I had all that purple, I'm going to have 2 pages with the purple paint on there. And it's really hard to hold that and try to pick that up with one hand. Looks like this side might have a little bit more white in it, so it's going to be a little bit lighter color. But it'll be okay. And streaky. It's streaky. Alright, so now it's dry. And I'm going to pull out the yellow and make the next page yellow. And this time I am doing it with a sponge. I was thinking yellow and purple, they're kind of complementary colors that would look good together, and then I'm looking at it going, too much yellow, and so I added blue. Which you didn't see because I think the battery stopped or memory card stopped something on my camera. So just to give that purple page some more interest, I am just using a stencil and adding some more purple. This is dioxin purple out of the tube, so it's, guaranteed color. This side I had a little bit less paint, and so it's a little bit drier brush, and I think I actually like that more than the other side where it was heavier paint and thicker. What do you think? Which one do you like better? Let's see. Alright, so pulling out the blue again, and we're going to do this side in blue. I think it ends up just staying blue. It's been a minute, so now I can't remember. So I had to pull out my book to double check, and yes, it stays blue. It stays blue. But I do cut out a pattern, so there's not a lot left to it, just kind of the outline. Anyway, if you are interested to see how I created the other one and you didn't see it, I will try to remember to put a link in the description box below, and it will link to the other one that I created. So this one, I just decided to do sort of an, I don't know, is it an Art Deco style fan sort of design. And I just go through and cut it with my X-Acto knife. Just doing it freehand. I always worry, you know, you do something like this freehand, I'm afraid I'm gonna just like cut right through the sides that I'm trying to keep. But if you go slow and steady, you can't tell here because I've got it way sped up, but if you go really slow and steady, you can do it without going through spots that you don't want to cut through. Like down there at the end could have been a dangerous situation. I think I do about 6 of these little shapes. Take up the whole page. I like my little cutting mat. I don't remember where I got it from, that I can just put behind on the page. Comes in handy when you're doing something like this. When you cut it, you do get the white of the page. I guess I could have, you know, filled that in blue. I guess I could still take a blue marker to it if I didn't want the white, but I think it looks okay. Alright, so then I decided I wanted something to go on the opposite page, so I'm just going to make something similar, more of a flower design, and have green and blue. And I think it still looks kind of Art Deco, kind of reminds me of an Art Deco flamingo sort of design. So how's everybody doing? Let's see, I'm doing this voiceover in July. It's July 13th. We're doing pretty good here. Still having lots of COVID cases. In fact, our cases are going up rather than dropping. And I'm still working from home, so that's good. I hope all of you out there are doing well, are staying safe, being cautious. I felt this was looking a little odd, and once it's glued, man, it's on. It's not coming back off. So I figured I'd give it a little bit of an extension and just kind of fill in that space. And then I've got, I cut that one, but I think I decided I don't want it there. Yeah, I put it up there. I think I take it out eventually. Yeah, there it goes. Don't want it. Bye-bye. I feel like that green just sort of doesn't stand out enough, so I'm gonna I cut a bunch of these blue petals and I'm just gonna lay them on Alright, so I didn't make you watch that part. Now, I needed a focal image, and I had this that I'd used for tracing a figure, and just a scrap piece of paper. Had a little bit of stencil cleanup on it. I don't think you really noticed that part in the end. And I just decided I would do orange and pink and kind of ombre it up to purple on the top. And that pink is really transparent, so it's hard to get that pink to show up really well. That's basically a couple of layers of pink at that point. There we go. And I really like how it looks once I stick it onto that background. That really pops out, don't you think? Just get everything stuck down really well. I just happen to have this butterfly that was the same colors that I found and thought I would put that on there. And these are just sections out of a book. It's a really strange book. But it makes great sentences. So these are, this is not in order, this was just kind of random. And it says, "You may be chasing the nuisances away. It is easy to distinguish." Probably didn't all even come from the same page of that book. I'm just going around with a marker and darkening around the edges, just reducing the white line and just making her stand out a little bit more. I've decided I really like those cutout pages. I used to think, oh my gosh, that's a waste of a page. But I really like the way they look. And hey, if you're trying to use up one more page, just do some fun thing in between. The same thing here, just going around each of the items with the black marker, hoping it will make it stand out against that purple. I think it helps a little bit. So it's just about done. I hope you liked that. If you did, please let me know. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Share it with your friends. And if you like what you see and you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.